Jimmy Stoker, host of Webcomics Reviews and Interviews. Today's tip of the day, go out and have a meal. Look, one of the biggest problems you're going to be dealing with as a writer is, well, good old-fashioned writer's block. Yeah, I know, this is like saying water's wet. It may sound obvious, but occasionally does need to be pointed out. The biggest deal here is that you need to figure out some way to unkink the hose and get the creative juice flowing again. And sometimes, the easiest way to do that is you simply change the situation you happen to be in. What I'm sort of suggesting is that you, well, stop overanalyzing, stop overthinking, stop worrying about the situation you're trying to get rid of, and just go out and blow a little bit of steam. The easiest way to do this, walk off to the nearest restaurant, enjoy a good meal. I don't care if it's something that's 15, 30, even an hour away. All that matters is basically removing yourself from the situation is causing you a lot of stress and figuring out a slightly different way of dealing with stuff. On top of that, let's get real. Sometimes writer block is just caused by simply being hungry. So definitely grabbing something to eat is not necessarily a bad idea. My personal go-to is a great little Mexican restaurant that's like about half a mile away. It's like about a 10-15 minute walk. They've got a great salsa bar, and it's just a matter of grabbing something off the menu that looks appetizing at the time. Of course, you're always going to want to make sure you carry a notebook and pencil for when the juices start flowing, so that way you can actually capture the effect. I mean, straight up, you're going to find out that occasionally just simply getting out of the house is going to be all it's going to take to deal with the writer's block. You need to step away and just let it go for a little while. There's just nothing more unnerving when you start dealing with writer's block, because the biggest problem you got is that you're basically creating a feedback loop, and you need to deal with that somehow. That is, you're creating a situation where you're worrying so much about it that you're worrying about what will happen if you don't solve it. And if you don't solve it, well, that's creating a situation where you're going to be worrying more about this writer's block, and by worrying more about the writer's block, you're going to be more worried about not writing again, and you're going to worry more and worried about the writer's block, and so on and so forth. It's just this really big, huge, nasty feedback loop. So therefore, if you're going to dealing with a feedback loop, go out and feed. Definitely every so often, just for the sake of enjoying new food, go out and have a meal. I hope this has helped. If it has, please check them out at Webcomics Reviews and Interviews, available at any podcast distributor near you. Thank you, and have a great day.